Cloud, bring me the black
Hi,
materia.
my name is Konstantinos, and I'm here to tell you about what seems to be, without a doubt, the biggest release of February and perhaps the whole year 2024, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that comes to us exclusively on PlayStation platforms on the 29th, the last day of this month. This is the second part of the remake of the classic Final Fantasy VII Adventure, originally released in January 1997 for the PlayStation, and it follows the footsteps of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, released for PlayStation 4 in April 2020. It is expected to be completed with a third game. The story is not faithfully followed, but as the first part showed us almost 4 years ago, it is very close to the events of those presented all those years ago. With ex-Shindra soldier Cloud turned mercenary that joins a group of rebels, the Avalance, led by Barret, to go against his ex-employers Shindra, who are greedily and relentlessly draining the Earth's essence Mako in the name of Industrial Revolution, harming everything in their way in the name of progress.
With rage.
Final Fantasy VII Remake was one of the most anticipated games when it was announced and won Best Role-Playing Game in the year of its release 2020, with a nomination for Best Game of the Year as well. As we have seen in the dedicated 17-minute state of play Sony made for Final Fantasy Rebirth, story-wise, Rebirth continues where the first part left off, with the Avalanche group leaving Metropolis Midgard behind, which is now in ruins, and with their reputation somehow restored, venture out into the open world. As for Cloud, that was separated from the whole group, while fighting his ex-fellow soldier Sephiroth turned his greatest enemy at the final events of Final Fantasy VII Remake, we expect to see him reunite Avalanche and with his childhood friend Tifa to continue their journey and face any challenges it has to throw at them. Rebirth is a way more ambitious and large game than the first part and brings unique job systems and a plethora of side activities that promise over 100 or perhaps hundreds of hours of gameplay, with what seems to be the most gorgeous graphics to grace the PlayStation 5 to date. The first part, Final Fantasy VII Remake, is on PlayStation Plus Extra if you wish to experience the story, and it is also included at no extra cost in the pre-purchase of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. If you want to know more about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth before deciding whether to jump in or not, watch my other video on PlayStation Talk for more in-game details than the ones you're watching in this final before release trailer. I undoubtedly recommend both Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth to anyone who enjoys heartfelt conversations and building strong bonds of friendship, as well as a wacky sense of humor, together with an exceptional combat system that has all but improved the already great combat of its predecessor Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is going to be a long journey if you decide to play Final Fantasy Rebirth, but I am sure you will enjoy every step of the way. With all that being said, let me grab this opportunity to direct you to the description of this video, where you can find useful links as well as my support links if you wish to do so. Final Fantasy will be releasing tomorrow, 29th of February, exclusively on the PlayStations, and it is expected to take about 145 GB on your SSD, so make sure you have plenty of space for it if you also wish to take pictures or any short, funny or amazing clips you find along your gameplay. As always, this is Konstantinos. Thank you for choosing me for your new games release updates. Hope you found my insights about Final Fantasy VII Remake useful and enjoyable. Until the next one, goodbye.
It's gotta be hiding some ginormous materia! Woohoo!